Sometimes I hate taking trips to the lab. Got my pen and pad, booking instrumentals and smash. Catch the bus regardless. Trying hard to be an artist, but my A&R be calling me out my zone into his office. Being cautious, cause he don't want my record to break. Asking me how I think my project's progressing it. I say cool, but the truth is I'm stressing the grip. Cause it's hard to make music when this depression exists. They say use it as inspiration. The best of them did. Well, that's them, see, I can't handle this pressure for. And if you ask me, stress is. My girl needs more attention and my record label's desperate for hits. Now cause I'm getting out the zone again. Makes me start to dread when I see a microphone. It ain't supposed to be like that. I said I'll be right back. I left the office, got a phone and called my partner Jack, and I asked him, remind me while I'm rapping. And right before he answered, I remember my passion in the past when I was scribbling in my tablet to box out my mom and dad's rapping to help me when my grandmother passed. Plus the many times when I was homeless and the times when I was broke, and this music made a way when I was hopeless. He told me to remember the rain, it'll diminish the pain. Then he told me not to ask him again, cause I know don't nobody wanna dance slow in the rain. Smooth your, smooth your. Don't nobody wanna liberate the weight of the pain. Smooth your, smooth your. Don't nobody wanna dance slow in the rain. Smooth your, smooth your. Don't nobody wanna liberate the weight of the pain. Smooth your, smooth your. Don't nobody wanna liberate the weight of the pain. Smooth your, smooth your. Don't nobody wanna. I don't nobody wanna. I don't nobody wanna dance slow in the. Check it. Don't nobody wanna. Nobody. Anybody. You. Don't nobody wanna dance slow in the rain. Smooth your, smooth your. Don't nobody wanna liberate the weight of the pain. Smooth your, smooth your.
Okay, Mr. Misfit, but I ain't Mr. Fit in months. This some rich shit by Gucci Pampers for my runs. I get so much, I lose my mind, put on a new one. I guess what they say about the mind, kinda true, huh? A terrible thing to waste. New watch, the color just spoke to me. A parrot was in the face. New rat, they dose to me. Hilarious in the way. My smacker too close to me. One classy taking my coat from me. I blasted dope bitch. She on the dopamine. Locally, I be lowest keys. Overseas, I be ODB. I'm the one that turned the arch to gold like Mickey D. Them thunder thuns, they told me more than poppy seeds. The mini Connie mommy, all she say is me, no poppy seed. Harley can speak no English, but counting up the guap with ease. Yeah, baby, that's why I little baby, that's why I Step all that singing, I'm back on dirty. Never leave the squad on God, I'm Michael Irving. 2:30 a.m. she tryna. Can't live this life, you don't deserve it. I've been working, your tribe a hoe. Got me a whole tribe. The world with no mount, then find a song that I can down. Bad, do what I say. Like my name was sign me out. Netflix, her couch. Soon as I leave, sign me out. St. Louis up like we in the trees. Dark fried rice like we in the trees. Long hair trick, I'm Keanu Reeves. Roll when they wanna meet me. Girl, that cold, make it pop sicker. Outshine all these. No obstacle. Countryer than Kool-Aid and bags of hot picker. She gon' keep her sicker. And baby, that's why yeah, baby, that's why
Baseball from the Lone Star State. We've got open-air baseball for you on the show. It's the New York Yankees and the Texas Rangers. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. About to get started here, and on the hill, the lefty, Patrick Corbin.
Well, they're going with the opener in this one, so this is an interesting look. He's probably only going to pitch an inning, maybe 2 at the most, and it's going to be unconventional. I think he's going to pitch backwards, more off speed, and then fastballs late.
Here's the center fielder, Trent Grisham. Singy, when the year's over, he'll have a new career high for RBIs in a season. And that one's a little bit low. And we're underway. And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even. Grisham, first-round pick of the Brewers in 2015. And that's through the swing. It's a strikeout.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Here is Aaron Judge. That one's in there. That's strike one. Corbin, a tall lefty, more than 100 career wins on the mound, and he was a second-round pick back in 2009. Ground ball right side, and that's just foul. Judge waits. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
Cody Bellinger in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Two out, space is empty. Check swing, and he went 0-2.
0-2.
Now one
ball,
miss.
2 strikes.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Down in order go the Yankees. And now the Rangers will get their shot in a scoreless ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. And we're back. Our starting pitcher in this one, number 31. How about a scouting report on him?
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Michael Hellman, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. Righty delivers. This one in the air, right field. Judge getting an angle on it. Hauls it in for the out. And now we take a look at the Rangers lineup. Singy, this righty-heavy lineup is a bit unusual against a right-handed pitcher.
Yeah, Boog, certainly bucks the old conventional wisdom, and I'm not sure I see the vision from the manager on this one. You're not exactly putting your players in the best situation to succeed when you roll out a lineup like this. Maybe they've seen something on video that tells them there's a weakness to exploit. Perhaps that's it.
Cody Freeman in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. Back to the mound. It hit him. No chance for a play, and let's hope the righty's not hurt on the mound. Catcher coming out to check on him. It looked like it got him on his back leg. So you'll wonder if that might be a problem for him in terms of pushing off the rubber.
Yeah, it's a great point, and we'll have to see how he looks. But to me, it appears he's moving pretty well. I think it's just going to sting for a while, but hopefully nothing more.
Man at first, Josh Young now at the plate. Right through there for a strike.
0-1.
Next pitch is outside.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Yeah, the 1-2 misses to even the count. Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Now here is Adolis Garcia. First pitch misses. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
And there's a foul ball. Man at second. In the air, right side. Judge is under it. And that is the inning. One left for Texas. Scoreless after 1. Back at Globe Life Field. Second inning set to go. Now here's Giancarlo Stanton. Corbin back to work. Way inside, gets out of the way.
That's a ball.
Boog, one of our favorites. Jerry Hillsdale umpiring behind home plate in this one. Pretty much by the book with his strike zone.
And because he's so by the book, you'll sometimes see pitchers questioning him. They'll make a good pitch on the edge of the zone, want the strike, and not get the call. But most of the time, Jerry gets it right. He's a good one.
2-1.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
2-2.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Well, not much you can argue with there as a hitter. That pitch was dotted on the inside corner of the plate. I think even if he swings the bat, it blows him up and not really able to do anything with it anyhow. I think if you see that early, then perhaps you can pull those hands a little bit tighter and get the fat part of the bat to it. But I'd say overall, you just have to tip your cap on that one. Great execution.
Out to short, Duran. Whips it to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Well, we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder. Wow, really
2 down, base is empty. Paul Goldschmidt will climb in.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing them down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
2 outs. Into the outfield, base hit.
Everything came together for him. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done.
And now Austin Wells. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Right back to him on the mound. Tosses to first, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. 1 left for the Yankees. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. Back in Arlington, and now it's Jake Berger to hit. And that one is lifted in the air. Judge sizing this one up. And there's 1 down. Up next for the Rangers, Ezekiel Duran. He's going to finish with a new career high in stolen bases, Chris. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. 1 out, bases empty.
One and one.
Fought off foul. The shortstop takes the ball. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
So next to hit for Texas, Jonah Heim. Right through there for a strike. Second inning here, no score. That one at triple digits.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Rangers go down quickly there. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Anthony Volpe. And that misses.
That's a ball.
Ball 1.
1-0.
into center. Hellman grabs it on the run.
Nothing instills more confidence in a team than a center fielder who makes a great play like that on the run. They can feed off the energy he brings just from his playmaking abilities.
Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. First pitch doesn't find the zone. That's down and in. And a foul ball. Top of the third, no score. That one fouled off.
Well, you put good velocity in the head of the hitter. He's got to get it ready early and then change speeds. Keep him off balance. That's the goal.
On the ground to third, Young. Throw to first in time. So the lineup flips over. Trent Grisham digs in now. Struck out swinging his first time. And that drops in for a strike.
Now this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
Pitch misses, and a count 1-2. And there's a ball.
Ball.
Aaron Judge
Full count.
on deck for the Yankees. Swinging a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. Stays alive. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at bat.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional walk, but he wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone either.
Judge now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Swing and a miss, and the count is 1-2.
1-2.
That one missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That's outside. 3-2 now.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Grisham, the runner at first with 2 gone. Caught him looking for the K. So it's no runs, no hits, no errors, and a runner left. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. No score. And we're back. Now it's the right fielder, Dylan Moore. And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
On the ground to third. McMahon. One up, one down. Next up for Texas, Alejandro Ozuna. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Boog, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
That one outside. 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And a big swing and a miss.
2-2.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. .99 miles per hour to finish him off.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. You know, when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
And now it's going to be Michael Hellman. And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
He's gotten into a really good rhythm, set down 7 in a row. He just wants to get the baseball and deliver it as quickly as possible. Keep the momentum going.
Up and in. 1-2 to count.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
And that one finds its way through. And that extends the inning.
Now batting the second baseman,
Cody Freeman stepping in for the Rangers. Reached on an infield single his first time. And that's down and away.
1-0. Hey! 1-1.
Fastball is outside. Two outs. And now 2-2. Outside.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Josh Young in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. That one the other way, and it goes just foul. Battling here as he fouls it away. Three and two now. And ball 4 to avoid.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Here's Josh Young. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. And that one popped in the air, left field. Makes the grab, and that will end the inning. Rangers leave a pair, and we're still knotted at 0. Back at Globe Life Field, here comes Cody Bellinger. This guy who grew up in big league clubhouses, got to be a nice feeling, Siggy, when your father played in the big leagues and he passes down all that wisdom.
I can only imagine the comfort level of being in the ballpark for those kids who are fortunate enough to have a dad that played in the big leagues. Them being on the baseball field, for some it's pressure. For them, they feel that they are right at home.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Up the middle, Durant tosses to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And here is Giancarlo Stanton. He's 0 for 1. Just
No,
missed.
that missed. That's a ball.
4th inning underway. No score. Just off the inside edge.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
And there's a strike to Giancarlo Stanton. All tied up. Top half of inning number 4. And that's outside.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
And that's ball 4. Tried another slider, but it missed the plate.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Go ahead run on base. Jazz Chisholm Jr. getting ready to hit. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Chisholm in his 5th season, 27 years old, and he was born in the Bahamas. And a slider misses down and away.
1-1.
Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. And that is out of play. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's 2 gone.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Yeah, we in goal mode.
Never going slow mo.
Going. We in goal mode. Going. We in goal mode. We don't ever stop. We don't ever drop. We keep rolling. I know that you better rock.
Now it's Goldschmidt up to the plate. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Yeah, that's fouled off. Yo, 1. That catches the corner.
Well, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
The 0-2. Ball 1 there. Stanton off of first with 2 away. That one
That's
off
the
the
ball,
mark.
that's
The
down.
count now 2-2. This to third. Young tosses to first, and they get Goldschmidt for the out. And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. So no runs, no base hits, no errors, and 1 left on. On now to the bottom of the 4th. We're tied 0-0. Back in Arlington, ready to go, bottom 4. Now here's the Rangers DH, Adolis Garcia. First pitch, just misses.
He's been pitching well,
Ball,
but
no
going
strike.
through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
That one catches the zone, and 1-1.
Dangerous spot for that slider right there. Didn't seem to quite finish out front and get that sharp break. Tell you what, he doesn't want to throw that pitch again.
That one at triple digits. And El Bombi is kept in check with the K.
Well, we see it a lot more these days than we ever did when I played, but a slider in the 90s still catches your attention. Even if you're sitting on the pitch, good luck recognizing that tight spin and adjusting to the late break.
And now the first baseman, Jake Berger. That's off the inside corner. Ball 1.
1-0.
Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. There's a strike.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss.
1-2.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at-bat.
Hit in the air, right field. Judge has it sized up. Drops into the glove. 2 away. And stepping in is the speedy Ezekiel Duran. Struck out swinging his first time. And that's a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
The shortstop takes the ball. Cut on and lifted in the air. Stanton should have this one. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Through 4, still tied. Zip, zip. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top 5, John Shambi with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Austin Wells. Corbin back to work. And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-1.
You know, these Yankees doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way. And I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They haven't produced a run yet, but the pitch count for the starter is starting to climb. So they're hoping that starts to pay off soon.
Next offering is fouled back. Hit hard on the ground to short. To first, but it pulls him off the bag.
Well, it's been a struggle on offense for them in this one, so maybe that wakes them up a little bit. You know, an error can certainly give the opposing lineup something to get excited about. You got somebody on base, so we'll see if they can make something of it.
Anthony Volpe will hit next. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Yeah, the pitch is in for a strike. 0-1.
Boog, the runner at first needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with a pickoff artist on the mound.
Wells gets his lead at first with nobody out. That's down and in.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
That's the ball.
On the ground left side. 6, 4, 3. And they turn the double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Here's Ryan McMahon now. Grounded out his first time up. In there at the knees for a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
2 down, nobody on. Ball 1 low.
No, that's low. Ball.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Yanks held in check. Still no score. Bottom of the inning. Here's the catcher, Jonah Heim. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
Well, these Rangers showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They haven't produced a run yet, but the pitch count for the starter is starting to climb, so they're hoping that starts to pay off soon.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Here's Dylan Moore. 0 for 1 so far. Right through there for a strike.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
1 down, base is empty. A little bit high. 1-1.
1-1.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Just misses with that one.
Good location, good take. Sometimes you want the hitter to prove he can lay off that pitch.
High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Nabs it, and there are 2 outs. Up next for the Rangers, Alejandro Ozuna. His first at bat was a strikeout. Hard hit left side. The throw to first. 3rd out, and that ends the frame. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. And we still have no score. And we're back. And now the center fielder, Trent Grisham. Foul ball there. Check swing called strike. And the count is 0-2. Some activity in the bullpen for Texas. Danny Coulombe, the lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Milner getting cranked up as well. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Gets to it on to first. Gets him. One away on a drop third strike.
You know, Boog, you often think of sliders more for that horizontal movement, but most of the good ones have both vertical depth and that horizontal movement, and that's what we saw right there. Good drop on the break and got him to swing over the top.
And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. Just missed.
Well, in terms of hitting rocket home runs, Judge is near the top of that list. Only Giancarlo Stanton has hit more with greater exit velocity than Judge. Look out, though. Shohei is quickly climbing those charts.
Fastball for a strike. And now it's even 1-1. Ripped to short. Judge out on the play.
Up next for the Yankees, the designated hitter, Cody Bellinger.
And here comes Bellinger. 0 for 2 in this one. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
You can expect this hitter to be looking for something on a tee. He can get up in the air and untie this ball game.
That misses. And now 2-0. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Next offering is in for a strike.
2-1.
That one pushed to the left and foul. Two outs. Just missed.
That's the ball. Counts full.
Hit on the ground to the right side, and that chance handled in plenty of time to first, and that is the inning. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. No score. Back at Globe Life Field, where we go bottom 6, and here is Michael Hellman. And the right-hander back to work. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. And there's one down.
Now back, second baseman.
So next to hit for Texas, Cody Freeman. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around, doing what he does.
Freeman hits it in the air. Stanton is there. Corrals it. And there's 2 down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Young in the box now. No balls and a strike.
0-1.
All tied up here in the bottom of the 6th. Left field. Stanton hauls it in to end the inning. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Danny Coulombe. Here's Stanton now.
He's a big, strong guy, can untie this game with one swing.
That one finds the corner. That's strike one.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
Way out front for strike 2.
0-2.
And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Berger makes the catch. One away. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 1-0. Base is empty, one away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Swings and misses at the sweeper.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Next offering is fouled back. Upstairs. Sets him down on strikes. That was pretty nasty. Paul Goldschmidt now 1 for 2. That one hit the knees for a strike. Fly ball center field. Freeman on his way over and makes the play, and that's out number 3. So the Yanks go in order, and we are still scoreless. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now here's the Rangers DH, Adolis Garcia.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with a mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
And down on strikes. Make it 7 strikeouts for him.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Next up for Texas, Jake Berger.
Changing speeds has this lineup completely off balance in this one. We've seen a lot of mistimed swings, and it's been a challenge for these hitters to get their rhythm right.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Tonight, his slider has been really impressive. I mean, tight spin. Seems like the hitters aren't picking it up out of the hand.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. He goes down looking. Now it's the shortstop, Ezekiel Duran. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. Misses inside. 1-0.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
Swing and a foul out of play.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Tap foul at the plate. Set down on strikes. And he strikes out the side for the second time today. Ready to begin the 8th. And the batter now, Austin Wells.
Well, on paper, it's favorable to have a fairly quick inning here with 2 of the 3 hitters he's set to face batting from the left side, same side he throws from.
That's a ball.
And that one is downstairs. And that's ball 1. Bullpen action for the Rangers. Sean Armstrong getting ready to go. Milner, a left-hander, also throwing. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, the hitter's got his timing down for the breaking ball. If you're a pitcher, if you can get that fastball in on the hands, it's going to be very difficult for that hitter to get the barrel to it.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. In the air, right field, Moore. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's one down. Anthony Volpe now at the plate. The shortstop takes the ball. Next offering in there for a strike. And it's a ball and a strike. All tied up, and we're at the top of the 8th. And a count 1-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And there's the ball.
2-2.
And now the count is full. And another power hitter lurking in the on-deck circle. Ryan McMahon in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
The 3-2 is outside, and it's ball 4. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
Step off, throw to first. Volpe dives back in safely. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Just misses. Now 1-2.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
That one missed. Inside, just missed.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter at this point in the ball game. You know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. 1 away, tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first. And a swing and a miss. Now 2 away. Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Danny Coulombe won't go any further, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break. Obi Milner gets the call from the pen. Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate. A walk and a pair of strikeouts. That's in there. Strike 1. And ball 1.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Inside. And it's 2-1.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in. And he spits on that one.
Pitch misses there. Now 3-1. Chris with that distraction and a speedy guy at first. He's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
And that one fouled off. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Out to short. Sends it across to first. That takes care of Grisham. 3rd out. So a job well done from the Rangers bullpen that time. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. And we still have no score. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Devin Williams.
He's got a wicked breaking ball in his arsenal, and it's definitely one of his go-to pitches when he needs an out.
And here's the catcher, Jonah Heim, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
Well, both sides equally as strong, so not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1-0.
And another ball.
Struggled a little bit in this one. A couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Action in the pen down there. Camilo Doval getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Hit in the air left field. Squeezes it, and there's one away. Now it's going to be Dylan Moore. That clips the corner. One down, base is empty. Ripped, but it curls foul. The other way, and foul ball. That's off the inside corner, and that's ball one.
1-2.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Good pitch right there. I mean, he's attacking a location that this guy at the plate tends to have trouble with. And there's just so much information in this day and age, sometimes too much information. But the guys that can take that information, process it, and then go out there, Boog, and execute the pitch, go right after that hitter, and get the result that they were anticipating. That's really good pitching right there. And it's a good job of the pitcher and the catcher working together.
Just
That
missed.
That's the ball.
That misses. And a count now 2-0. That one missing inside. Michael Hellman in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. In for a strike, now 3-1.
3-1.
Line drive, that's a base hit into right field. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Back to the top of the order, Michael Hellman stepping in for the Rangers. And fouled off. Fought off foul. Foul ball, still 0-2. Ground ball, Goldie. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Rangers leave 1. It's the 9th, and we are tied. So coming into the game now on defense, Billy McKinney. He'll be out in left field.
Number 23.
Here comes Aaron Judge. 0 for 3 in this one.
Well, he's always a threat. Even if this guy is 0 for 3 for the night with 3 strikeouts, he can come up that 4th time and do damage because he's that good.
First pitch misses. Line drive, base hit. And they had their first hit since the 2nd inning.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Substitution now at first base. On to pinch run, Jason Dominguez. Bellinger up to hit. That's in there. 0-1.
0-1.
The go-ahead run aboard at first. Nobody out. And that one fouled off. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. You got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count. Really important at-bat coming up now.
Giancarlo Stanton to the plate now. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads.
Oh, look out here. He's going to come up ready to swing in this situation.
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Brings it in. Runner tags at second, and he's in safely at third with 1 out. Now Jazz Chisholm Jr. steps up for a big at bat. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. With the go-ahead run at third, here at the top of the 9th. And that is out of play. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Duran. Off balance feed. There's one. Double play. And that sends us to the bottom of the 9th. We are tied.
They made it look easy, but it started with a nice feed to the second baseman from the shortstop. Perfect turn, and they're out of this jam.
Bottom of the 9th. Here's the second baseman, Cody Freeman. Williams back to work. That one's in there. Strike 1. Activity in the bullpen. Camilo Doval getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Bednar getting loose as well. That's in there. That's strike 2. Next offering misses down and away. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Josh Young digs in now. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Stanton flashes the leather on the running catch.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Garcia, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. Trying to send this to extra innings. That one's upstairs, ball 1. That misses the zone, and the count is 3-1. Jake Berger in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Next offering in there for a strike. 3-2 now.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Ground ball right side, and that's just foul. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. That's the 3rd out, and we're headed to extras. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Sean Armstrong. Here's Paul Goldschmidt, 1 for 3. Man at second, nobody out. Chris, certainly one of the things in his head is trying to get the runner over.
Yeah, the way that we see the game played today, though, guys are not sacrificing as much just to get that runner across. They're really looking at doing damage. Slugging is the name of the game.
Yeah, I think part of that goes into it's just so hard to come up with hits. In today's game, starters don't go deep, and so hitters are seeing multiple pitchers every night, and that makes it more challenging just to come up with a single. That misses the zone, and a count 1-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Oh, really expanded the zone right there with that fastball off the outside corner of the plate. Got him to chase it. That's a tough one to lay off of because it starts close to you and just continues to run away from you in that batter's box. So it's a really nice pitch with 2 strikes.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. Now a check on him at second. Back safely. Just missed. Man at second. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. Swings and misses. And it's 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Gets a piece and stays alive. got him looking. Coming out of the bullpen throwing beat.
Nice work there to get the strikeout, and that's a big second out. I'll tell you, this home crowd will be fired up. They can get out of this and leave that go-ahead run stranded in scoring position. This is a big moment in this game.
Aaron Boone making a move for a new bat. Ben Rice, a critical at bat in this game for him. He gets the intentional walk here, and now will force at any base with 2 gone. First and second, 2 outs. And now it's Ahmed Rosario. And that one upstairs, ball 1. With the go-ahead run standing at second here in the top half of the 10th. Hard hit right side. Throws to first in time. They miss a big chance to take the lead here late. So they strand a pair. On to the bottom of inning number 10. No score. Back here in extras, and a new pitcher on the mound in the bottom half of the inning, Camilo Doval. Now into the ball game on defense, Jose Caballero. He's in at shortstop. Runner in scoring position, no outs. And here's the first baseman, Jake Berger. Turned on, but foul wide of third. Breaking ball misses down and away. Pitch is in there, and the count 1-2.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
Just off the outside part of the plate.
That's a really good take.
Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K.
I see it more commonly in the sport these days, but man, a triple-digit fastball blown right by someone is still pretty awesome to witness. I mean, you got to be geared up and ready to swing it when a guy like this comes out of the bullpen, because that fastball, it eats, and if you're not ready, you're going to be walking back to the dugout.
And now here is Ezekiel Duran. The winning run on second base.
Nope, ball.
Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 down.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay closed.
Jonah Heim stepping in for the Rangers.
Oh, how he'd love to walk it off right here.
And there's a strike. Winning run in scoring position with 2 away. And the slider just misses.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there, and boy, umpire didn't give him the call. I bet you if he throws it again, hitter knows he's going to have to swing it.
Dominguez moving under it, and that will end the inning. No runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 man left. We push on to the 11th, and we still have no score. 11th inning set to get underway, and stepping in for the Yankees, Trent Grisham. There's a strike, 95 of that one.
And I know you want to be patient as a hitter, but you got to be ready to jump on the first thing straight. And he got one right there, but left the bat on his shoulder.
And takes low for ball one. That's down and in.
Missed. That's a ball.
On the ground. Fair ball. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they've got the lead in extra innings. Well, they didn't waste any time as they knock home the runner from second to get on the board.
Huge for team confidence and how you approach the situation. Still have a guy on base, and now they'll try to add on.
No outs. Runner at first. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Jason Dominguez. On the ground, could be two. Glove flip to second, and they turn the double play.
Really nice double play turn right there, and it all started with that sweet glove flip on the feed to second. You know, these middle infielders, they spend a lot of time honing that glove work, so it just becomes like second nature. I think you also have to have a really good glove that's broken in, that's not too large, so that you can have a feel for that baseball and be able to flip it like you're barehanded.
Bellinger now at the plate as he swings through strike one. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Two down, nobody on.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 1-0. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, David Bednar.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with a W.
Dylan Moore stepping in for the Rangers. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Out in front and foul to the left side.
In today's game, outs are valuable, so guys aren't just willing to give themselves up to advance a runner. They're trying to drive him in as well in the process. So I don't expect him to shorten up and just try to hit behind the runner here.
Strike two.
He's falling behind in a huge spot, Boog. Got to do what it takes to come through. Maybe choke up on the bat a little bit, spread out those feet, whatever it takes.
Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. He swung over top of the curveball.
Well, I definitely say that's a statement strikeout right there. You come out of the bullpen, go right after the hitters, and 3 pitches later, you got 1 out. Tell you what, if you're in the dugout, you're looking at each other and saying, he's going to be tough to get to today.
Here's Billy McKinney at the plate, taking his first at bat here in extra innings after coming in on defense. And a strike on the outside edge. So the tying run at second. Swing and a miss as he was late.
0-2.
Got him looking. And now 1 out remaining for Texas.
Well, even if you don't feel great about it, you got to swing the bat with 2 strikes in this situation. You've got the tying run out there in scoring position. Just put the ball in play. Maybe something good will happen. It just didn't look like he understood the situation.
So it's their last chance in this one. And now it's the Rangers leadoff hitter, Michael Hellman. Yeah, that's fouled off. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Bednar is just 1 strike away. Good job to fight that one off. With the tying run at second, the home team trying to pull it out. Missed inside with the curve. Squirts away a little bit. Well done behind the dish. Man on second, 2 down. Off the plate inside. And now it's 3-2.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. He fouls it off. We'll do it again. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Hit to right, and that ought to do it. He's got it. Ball game. The Yankees hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a 1-run ball game.
Well, this one was all about the pitching and defense. Outstanding job of the pitchers, really attacking hitters, trusting what the catcher was putting down, and trusting the players standing behind him to make the plays defensively. Sometimes you want to see a high-scoring game, but sometimes you can appreciate the artistic beauty of what these pitchers did on the mound today.